What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to another Weekend Freight, where I'm going to cover the nation and find the freight. If you can find the high freight volume areas, you're going to find the high freight rates in those areas. This is just a little beacon to show you where I place my truck and where you should place your truck to keep your truck rolling so you don't get somewhere sitting for a day or two without any freight. But where I like to start is just right here, national load counts for van freight. Today is Monday the 15th. And what you're looking at is like Alabama here. It's showing 945 trucks or loads going in, whereas 1,060 needed to come out. So there's a little more loads than there is freight going in. So that's a good offset. Another one is right here is Arkansas. It's showing 669 going in where they need 1,349 coming out. So this is the offset you're looking for right here where the out number is bigger. And California's looking decent. Delaware's looking good. Georgia, Midwest is all looking good. Oh, it's going to be interesting, guys. So if you like what I'm about to show you, in the description there's a link. You can try this out for free for 30 days. And as I always say, free is free and don't haul cheap. With this tool, no matter what lane you're in, whether you're familiar with it or not, you will have the trucker's edge, no pun intended, when dealing and negotiating with the brokers. Also, there's a link down there for the factoring company I choose to use, and that is Triumph. And that's because they're partnered with DAT. And I'll show you what that means in here in just a minute. What the real nuts and bolts of these videos are right here. We're going to go in, we're going to search the loads. And we're going to say, let's start in Los Angeles. And go from there. Los Angeles at 120 mile deadhead radius for 315 van freight. And all right, let's see what we got. 1,800 loads right here in the Los Angeles market, and we're going to see what kind of offers they got on the board. Sometimes they got some good paying freight, sometimes they don't. This one right here, that's probably a $6,100 load, but you know, some people they get fat thumbs every now and then. But with the 15-day average, or with the pro version, what I'm using right here, it gives you the 15-day average. This is real beneficial. If you've seen my community post or my short yesterday, I was highlighting what this right here, how powerful this tool is. When Uber Freight was trying to move a load for $2,900 and some odd dollars, and the average on it was $37. It's over $700 off from what the load normally goes from. And if I hadn't looked at this and just took it at face value, $3 a mile, I was leaving another $700 on the table. And I mean, that tool right there would have paid for this service for about 7 months. So this just makes sense. You get this with the pro version. I think that the smaller version, you get like a 30-day average, which is still beneficial. But me, I've always, excuse me, these allergies are kicking my butt. I've always used a 15-day average versus the first month that I had it with a 30-day, and then bumped it up and ain't went back. But these little green check marks right here, that shows you that Triumph Business Capital will factor the load. That way you don't have to go to another platform to check and see if your factoring company will factor it. When you see this little check mark, they will factor it. So super handy tool. So it looks like they got a little bit of freight up in Cali. I think they're trying to downtick the market because look at this right here. Let's see. Let's try this one. They're trying to push it for 77 and it's been going for 87. So it looks like they're trying to downtick the market. That load's canceled. 77. This right here is a little offset though because the average on that's been 58, just say 59. They're trying to push it for 75. So still pretty decent. Let's say North Bergen, Jersey. That load's been going for that. So if you're on convoy, excuse me, if you're on convoy, you pull this up and you see that load is 8130. Just put an offer in on it. They can either accept it or counter it. It don't really matter. Just don't ever take the posted rate. Always, always, always ask for more money. Speaking of more money, I got to get my butt to work. Talking to my buddy Brian, old driven truck, and he's like, dude, you killing me. When you coming out? And I said, I don't know, man, here soon, maybe a day or so. He's like, you killing me, son. You killing me. So I think old Brian's missing me. I got to get back to work. But I've had a few days, maybe a week or so off, so it's time to get back at it. But Cali's got a lot of freight. I like this load right here. 1,700 miles for $5,400, and they're right there on the money. St. Louis, that's another good market. Minnesota, Michigan, Suwanee, Georgia. That needs to be paying more. Yeah, they're right there, 6,200. All right, guys, let's dive on into NorCal area. I'll bump this up to get all the NorCal area, Sacramento and the Bay Area, and all in between. So 700 loads up there. It's not a lot, but it's enough to keep you rolling. So if you're going to NorCal, there's enough freight up there to keep you going. Check out Portland. Portland's coming in with 358 exact loads. So they got a little bit of freight. They fell down from what they've been in the previous weeks. That's okay. Seattle, what do you got? 209. That's a little cheap, Let's check down to Kansas. Kansas City, Missouri. 461 loads. Let's see what kind of offers they got on the board. Excuse me. See, Spokane. 58. Decent. I wouldn't want to go up there. There's no freight. That's why they're paying so damn good to go up there. There's not a lot coming out. I see any Florida loads. British Columbia. Here's a Lemoore, California. Whoop, don't need that. Lemoore, California. 43,000 pound. Looking for a dedicated carrier. I like these little notes right there, because if you're in the Kansas City and you like to go to California and back, people like this is looking for a dedicated carrier. You put it in the notes down here. You know, that helps you sometimes find some bread and butter. Pretty nice, pretty nice. All right, let's check out St. Louis. Say 800. Oh, way more. 1267 in the St. Louis market. What kind of offers they got on the board? Show me the money. That's what. And then at the end of the day, that's all anybody. That's all any of us want is show us the money. Hey, slow that. I think I had a seizure. There we go. My internet's been slow. So they got a little bit of money. All of us going to Portland or Oregon or Seattle market. So Oregon or Washington for the big money. There's Utah. South Carolina. That'd be a good run. $4,000 for 700 miles. Let's see. Doors, 24 hours. 16,000 pounds. They're $1,500 over the average. So Snyder's got that load. Looking good, looking good. All right, let's shoot down to the Dallas market and see what Dallas got. Come on, Dallas, what you got? 1,000 loads, looking good, looking good. So anytime 1,000 loads is in the Dallas market, there's plenty of freight. Shoot down to Houston. Houston Valley. What you got, Houston? 963. It's right there neck and neck. Let's see what kind of offers y'all got on the board. $18,000. Passport. No Landstar. Must have a valid. Where are you taking that thing to? Oh, Alaska. Maybe that load is $18,000. It's going up to Alaska. So, and I don't know. It still might be early in the season to be going up to trailer trucking across the that part of Canada. But you know, if you want to go, here's an $18,000 load going to Anchorage. But you must have a passport, and they ain't taking no Landstar. They're like, Landstar, get the hell out of here. We don't need you. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's on my bucket list. I ain't done it yet. I'm going to do it one of these days. See what Savannah's got. 805 loads in the Savannah market. Looking good. Atlanta's got 1,600 loads. Looking good. Looking good. $6,000 to Oregon. Everything's going to go up to Oregon. Here's a Wyoming. They're way above 15-day average on that Wyoming load. That's good. That's good market. That's a good rate for that one. But there might not be no loads in the Rock Springs, Wyoming area. I mean, there is. They're going to get. You might be able to piece something together to get you down to Kansas City or Colorado and just short hop back. But there's probably not going to be no money coming directly back east. So you have to zigzag back to make some money on that one. See, Arizona, Alberta. All right, let's check out Columbia. Kakalaki. Where's that other city somebody wanted me to look at last week? I think it's Winston-Salem, Roanoke. I'll tell you what, I just look in the Raleigh market. So Columbia, South Carolina's got the freight, 1,500 loads. Looking super stout, just like normal. Let's check out Charlotte. Kakalaki. Charlotte's coming in with 1,300 loads, so a lot of freight in the Charlotte market. Let's check out Raleigh, North Carolina. What you got, Raleigh? What you got? What you got? Come on. 755 loads. So not as good as Columbia or the Charlotte, but there's freight there. How you spell Roanoke? Huh, there you go. It's Roanoke. So Roanoke, Virginia is coming in with 497 exact loads. So not great freight hubs, but if you get a good load coming in, they got loads coming out. Let's check out New York. We'll bump this up to 200 to get all that extreme northeast. I bet they're going to be 5,000 loads. Right, 2,300, half that. See, this has fell down. This would have been last week. It would have been 4,000 plus. So still a lot of freight up there. Let's shoot Allentown. For us folks that don't like to go into Jersey or the southeast of New York, let's bump it down to 50-mile radius of Allentown. See what we got. 269 exact loads. Not a lot of freight. Not a lot. That was just, what, 500, 600 last week, if you guys keep up. But usually the load's paying so good going to the Allentown market. This is just what I do. Other people do different things, but when I go to the Allentown market, I always grab a load going straight over to Ohio, usually the Cleveland to Columbus market. And I usually don't get, but, you know, it's a shit rate. But it gets me over there, and then I get back into the money. And I've always fared well versus coming south, going up to PA and coming straight back down south. They don't pay worth the flip coming down south. It always makes better money to go to get that $800, $900, or $1,200 lately load to go over to Ohio and then get back in the money, then come south. That's just what I always do. Just a little tip. Let's check out Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, where you at? I need Pittsburgh. There we go. Misspelled it. Shh, don't tell nobody. Let's see here. Pittsburgh mark coming in with 874. So good. Let's see some offers here. See what the offers are. 5,000 to Oregon. Again, Oregon. Woodland, California. Fresno, Reno, Miami. So $4,500 for 1,200 miles. I'd run that. Even though I'm a deadhead 400 or 500 miles back to Georgia. Got some decent money on the board. Check out this one. $3,700 for 1,000 miles. Chop Tank's got that one. And there you go, the green check. Triumph will factor it. Nice. All right, let's get out of there. Let's shoot to Columbus, Ohio. Columbus coming in with 1,256 total loads. That's super solid, Columbus. Let's check out the Cincy market. Cincy coming in. 1,700 loads. Indianapolis market. It's looking good. Midwest is always the place to go. Let's check out Minneapolis, St. Paul, and then check out the King of Freight, usually Chicago, and we'll finish it out with them. $600 loads in the market. Pretty decent. 615 Minneapolis, St. Paul area. Finish it out. And Chicago coming in. 2,000 loads. See what kind of money they got on the board. San Diego for 58. It's been going for 49. 58. There we go. I got some money on the board. 5,000 down to Miami. Loads been pushing for 43. So guys, don't be out there hauling cheap. Another Florida run for 45. Nah. Take that Miami load before I did that one. Miami Lakes, Fort Lauderdale. So that's what I'm saying. Some brokers are trying to move it on the cheap. Like these right here, Miami Lakes, Fort Lauderdale. Here's into Miami for 43. But where's that load up here? Here we go. Chicago to Miami. They got 5,000 on it. They do want you to have a TWIC card, TSA certified needed, 20,000 pounds. That's a good weight. So why are you going to haul for $4,300 when you can go to Miami when you can get 5,000 with Nolan? And you can factor it. Anyways, lots of freight out there, guys. If you're still hanging around, you're awesome. I appreciate you. You rock. And like I said in the beginning of the video, if you are interested in this, check the description. There's a link down there. You can try this out free for 30 days. I promise you. Once you get it, you will keep it. I've kept it. We're going on 5 years now. There's also a link down there. You can choose who I choose to use for factoring, and the number on that site takes you to my buddy Mac. Give Mac a call. Super solid dude. Tell him I sent you, and get set up and start getting your money next day. Ain't no sense of waiting 3, 4 days, 5 days, week, 3 weeks, 30 days. Get your money next day. Anyways, guys, if you're still hanging around, you're awesome. You rock. I think I done said that, but anyway, deserves to be said twice. And I'll catch you in that next video. See you. Bye.